We just pulled up to our first stop of the day, which we are guessing is pronounced something like Loftsalahellir, that's not right, Loftsalahellir Cave. And you can see it right off the road. It's just a beautiful cave that you hike up to, and it looks a little scary just because it's so dark up there. So we're gonna go up and we'll show you what's inside.
It's also a really steep hike.
Well, hike is an overstatement. It's like 50 feet up probably. So
it's still really steep though.
It is steep. Hopefully.
And it's been raining, so it's a little muddy.
Yeah, hopefully we don't slide down. We don't get pooped on by these birds.
What's nice about this place is, I don't know if it's not very obvious from the road, or if it's just not super popular or what, but we're the only ones here. There's been a lot of cars driving by, and no one's even slowed down. So this is great.
This has such a beautiful view of the town and of the coastline, and it is just so pretty. So we could just stay up here all by ourselves, looking out at the ocean for so long. It's just staring at us.
So I just fell and slid down, so Sabrina's taking the more sensible approach. She's still sliding uncontrollably. It's a lot steeper than it looks on camera. Yeah, it's not too bad, but there also just happened to be this cool looking farmhouse next to the cave. Neat. What was the really good joke you just made?
Nothing.
What was it?
Marshall, there's a monster in here. So for most of today, we don't really know where we're going. Like, we know the names of stuff, but we don't really know what to expect for each location.
Yeah.
So we just pulled up to this spot, which I don't remember the name, but it takes you to the top of this mountain that just overlooks the coast, overlooks the ocean, and there's so many birds flying around. Apparently this is a good place to see puffins, which we haven't seen any yet, but I love being surprised by this stuff. This is so cool. Now we are heading to our third stop of the day, which is the black sand beach. So pretty much what we were looking at the cliff on our last stop is what we were heading down to walk around on. And we're both getting pretty tired, so who knows, this may be our last stop for the day, maybe a pretty short video for today. We finally got to see a puffin. It was just one, and it was surrounded by people because it was the only one, but it was so cute, and it was like stepping in the waves and kept getting washed away by the waves, and of course it did that every time we stopped recording. I'm happy we got to see one closer up. They are incredibly cute. Luckily, since everything was within such a short distance to each other, we still have 2 hours and 45 minutes to our hotel. So
2 hours and it got longer?
yeah, it didn't get longer, but I just estimated wrong this morning. I'm sorry. So we're gonna enjoy the ride and probably not make any more stops because we're exhausted and it's already like 3:30. So we're gonna have to cut out a lot tomorrow because there are like 10 stops on our itinerary right now that we were supposed to hit between today and tomorrow, and we haven't done any of those because today we hit the spots that we wanted to hit yesterday but we're too tired to do after the hike. So we're a little behind. We decided to make one more stop for the night because right here, past all these what look like piles of dirt and rocks, is one of the most beautiful things that I have ever seen probably. We just got a glimpse of it from the road, so we had to just get out and get a better look. Seriously, all we could see from the road was all of this, just these piles of rocks. We were like, why are there so many cars over there? Now I get it. This was so worth adding an extra stop for. No amount of exhaustion would make this not worth it. There are so many icebergs, there's seals in the water, there's birds flying around everywhere with the mountains in the background. This is just so worth it. I'm so happy we stopped.
Very surreal stop.
Yeah, and now we are ending our day.